Right, I believe this is take 10 of the Walkie Talkie. I'm just make sure it's secure. So yeah, I am going to be covering again the topic of Mr. Beast YouTuber. Right, see in Scotland the word beast means something else, but that'll come along later on. Okay, so general summary up to stage 3 I'll talk about. Right. First of all, the first kind of violent strike to the bow was when a lady from Mr. Beast Games had mentioned about her being edited in such a way it made her look much worse than what she was in the ranking. And yeah, there was some kind of litigatory type motion that happened, whether it was from that or a side set or something along these lines, but there was an out of court settlement, and that person generally went quiet fair on after. Okie dokie. But a rather serious strike to the bow was when Mr. Tyson, also known as Chris Tyson, his contributions to a Discord server were made very, very clear. That was very serious because obviously it was talking about sexual activity avec un minor. Avec un minor means with a minor. Well, that's what he was talking about, and this server in concern didn't exactly have any age limitation or any way you could save himself. That kind of part you can't save yourself. Once you see it, boom, you've just set a bomb off on yourself, right? And that is serious shingles. Right? And only recently, I mean this chat log has been floating about for some time, and only recently Mr. Beast condemned it and sacked Tyson from any other Mr. Beast involvements whatsoever. What else? Yeah, I don't really think Mr. Beast would go as far as retroactively collecting all the videos and chopping Chris Tyson out that way, but I certainly do believe no more shows that feature him. And yeah, I kind of mentioned like LGBT from Chris Tyson, but that aside, it's still bad what he did with the chat. And you know, the Discord server, well, before I go any further, anyone who has a Discord is probably a paedophile. Just saying. Because it's always paedophilic shit that goes on in Discord for some reason. It's like, you know, what was the Amigo not enough? But anyway, the Discord server suddenly got wiped clean. And that's not like making a stance getting rid of the film. That was getting rid of all the evidence, and although they were getting rid of the evidence, more and more and more was appearing. And the thing is, Mr. Beast knew about what was going on, because at points he was actually getting himself involved in the communication. That's very, very bad, obviously. And you know, looking at strike 2, this is an extremely serious shot to the bow. the Mr. Beast boat, figuratively, is getting incredibly near, coming aground and ripping the metal underneath the water. Right? At this point in time, he needs to do the following. But first of all, he's gotten rid of the person, Chris Tyson, but he needs to keep record of all the communications, every single communications, because this most likely will become a legal matter. So cleaning the boards isn't going to do anything. In fact, every law authority in the world, including our beloved Police Scotland, can actually get the communications back up, so that's absolutely no problem. Now, 3, the Mr. Beast Games has unloaded its skeletons left, right and centre. But I think the most serious, denying people their medication during a 24-hour challenge, getting arsey with people that need multiple amounts of medicine in a 24-hour radius. Also, the more serious thing I would have to say is, for some modules Mr. Beast specified, women are not to change their underwear or sanitary equipment until, well, in this case, this lady's case, she had to sit with mucky underwear, and I used the period product for 48 hours. Now, a lot of people who were female on this challenge was actually suffering what you call the cycle, right? And things can get pretty messy with blood, etc. Right? For Mr. Beast's games, to specify that women are not allowed to change their sanitary garments and underwear. What the fuck is that about? Honestly, fuck me, that is terrible. I think that's actually a crime, because if you're sitting there, obviously infections wise, number one, but number two, have you heard of this term called toxic shock syndrome? Well, this is a very serious situation that can affect women that don't change their sanitary wear in the right amount of time. It's basically on the line of sepsis, right? But it was this bizarre rule where, ladies were not allowed to change their sanitary wear, in quotation, for 2 days. I just don't quite get that one. And not to change their undies. It makes me wonder if this Mr. Beast YouTuber guy has a mucky underwear / period blood fetish, and because of people not being able to get their medicines, and especially epilepsy medicine, there are lots of people having seizures, I've got to admit, and people are going to hospital not only for that, but for some odd reason, the way the game was formatted, ladies that were smaller form were versed with guys that were quite big, athletic, fast runner, etc. And guys were literally breaking ladies' arms, legs, bruising, you name it, to try and up the percentage chance of winning the prize, which was apparently £5 million. Right, what it is in dollars, I don't know, I don't really care actually. The fact of the matter is, I believe 2 criminal acts were going, allowing violence to happen to women, and also denying ladies the allowance to go and change their underwear and change their feminine product. It's extremely immoral, and I'm thinking this abuse has some kind of cruel, freaking messy underwear / period fetish, because obviously, you know, like when ladies have a period, it's like 80 mils or something, and it's much more than a guy's load, right? So, you know, there must have been blood all over the place, and people are stenching like hell. It must have been absolutely horrendous. But also to put women in risk of being assaulted, that's play smarter, and especially denying / withdrawing right to life-saving medication like anti-epileptics. Now, at this point in time, the weather check would be for him. It's time to stop making videos, time to stop uploading videos, time to contact the lawyers, hand whatever you need to into the lawyers and or police, because this is so wrong. It can't go on anymore. And I'm just a wee Scottish guy mentioning the matter. This cannot go on. You know, the law authorities need to be involved. They need to get the lawyers as well, because we've been very lucky so far to hear and see nobody's actually died or had a heart attack on the arena. This is absolutely terrible. I think at this stage, we're on stage 3 weather check, and he does need to just shut things down until he can get everything handed to the law authorities. I mean, what a massive come down this guy's had, because he used to be a very high choice for children's entertainment. Generally an all-round family entertainer, because he's good. You know, I kind of wonder what's happened, but ultimately, it's beyond horrifying to hear it, and I think you should stop everything until he gets further legal advice. I think I've covered everything, so I'm going to head off now, and I'll catch you later.